go home in the evening, and that's that. I'll take an axe to the door if I have to.
Calm down, for heaven's sake.
I'm trying to find those keys and I need to know something.
Indeed, he sends a boy in his place. The chicken shit. Ask away then.
How come both of you locked the door from outside?
My husband went to the tavern and I went to Murgava. When I came home it was locked, and my husband nowhere to be seen or heard. It was pitch black, so I went to sleep in the hay. And in the morning, when it was still locked, I went looking for that drunken idiot.
How come both of you locked the door from outside?
My husband went to the
That's all I need to know. Thanks. I'm trying to find those keys.
Indeed.
That's all I...
God almighty, I'll give him what for.
There was a bit of a celebration here not long ago. The local merchant and the bailiff. Didn't they lose something?
The only thing they left...
Uh-huh.
Welcome to my shop.
I heard you and the bailiff were making merry.
On how? My head is still aching. What's it to you?
Well, I'm just curious about what goes on here.
Yeah, that was quite a spree. We just struck a deal and we went to have a drink on it according to custom. And, well, things got a little wild.
And what happened then?
Aren't you a bit nosy? I don't think the bailiff would be too happy about me telling everyone I meet.
Come on now. What could happen that was so terrible?
Sure, you probably...
The bailiff himself gave... So he
You could be right. We were at the tavern, but the booze wasn't much good, so we decided to go for something better. We took a flask of schnapps for the road, and what can I tell you? We already had a few shots, and we should have left it at that. You see, when we went out, the bailiff fell off the bridge straight into the creek, and before I knew it, both of us were splashing about in the water. It's all fuzzy after that. But I remember the bailiff wanted to sleep, so he lay down next to the creek. I sat further on by a tree to get my head together, and of course I dozed off. It was the sun that woke me up. I got up right away, and what do I see but the bailiff sitting there where he fell asleep, but painted all over with charcoal and a wreath of nettles on his head. So I picked him up, and we went on.
Was it you that did that by any chance?
I was really in no condition to weave a wreath from nettles.
Do you know if the bailiff had everything?
Sorry, but I really didn't search him.
Did anyone else go with you?
Now and again I saw the bailiff double, but I'm pretty sure it was just the two of us.
Fine, thanks for the story.
Jesus, don't tell anyone that.
Don't worry, you can rely on me.
Why did I marry him at all?
Did you see 2 revelers from Summerpesh here recently?
Do you parlay for Samapesh or what? First the potions and now this. But since you are asking, no, I haven't seen it.
All right.
Hang on, just because I didn't see them doesn't mean I didn't hear them. Those hooligans were shouting and cursing here in the middle of the night. They called me an old hag, a whore of Satan, and even worse.
I don't need to know any. Did you see 2?
Do you...
All right. I don't need to know. Did you see? All right. So you didn't see where they went. Did you talk to them? The bailiff was found with a nettle wreath on his head. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that. And you wouldn't know by any chance what happened to the keys he had around his neck. The bailiff is looking for those keys, so I need you to give them back to him. Well, you really couldn't come up with anything tougher than that. I managed to open the door and your trunk too.
That's a weight off my shoulders. My wife was starting to go wild. Here's something for your effort.
That's nothing.
And if you could look around for my...
I found those keys for you.
What a relief.
There's a catch. I found the keys, but someone else has them. The herb woman. She found you in the creek in the morning and wanted to teach you a lesson.
What? I'll make that old crone pay for it.
Wait. She's willing to give them back to you, but she wants you to come and apologize to her in person.
What? Not a chance. Are you mad?
Don't take it the wrong way, but you did deserve it a bit.
Deserve? Well, that's a surprise. I thought any Christian who finds someone helpless is supposed to help them, and not rob them.
True, although a good Christian doesn't wake his neighbors in the middle of the night and insult them.
I did what? Well, never mind. I'm a respected person, and no old hag is going to humiliate me.
Just go and apologize to the poor woman. Are you not ashamed of yourself? You should be setting people an example.
Have you forgotten?
I have not. And you don't forget, I can tell everyone in the village a fine yarn about how the drunken bailiff fell in the creek and an old crone got the better of him.
You promised me something.
She's a nasty...
Yeah, that's what I'm all...
Imagine, though, how she'll spread it around. If I were in your shoes, I'd apologize.
Bah!
Whatever you say. I only wanted to help you. Remember how we were talking about you...
Are you deaf?
She's a nut.
Yeah.
Imagine, though...
Bah!
Whatever you... I've got the keys for you.
What a relief. At any rate, thanks for your help. If it wasn't for you, I'd sleep on straw till winter. There's a little something for your troubles.